Good Friday afternoon. Thanks for joining us here on 9 News Plus. I'm 9 News Weather Impact Team meteorologist Keely Chalmers with a look at your weather for this Friday afternoon, for the weekend, and for the first half of your work week. Your weekend's looking fantastic. Temperatures climbing back into the mid-50s. Today shaping up to be a little bit warmer than we initially thought. At least I initially forecast temperatures topping out in the upper 40s. We've already made it to 51 degrees at DIA. So again, a little bit warmer, and temperatures going to even warm up from here. We got more sun in the basically fewer clouds out over the metro area and the I-25 corridor that helped to warm up those temperatures. A few degrees warmer than we initially thought, and quite a bit warmer than our normal high for this time of the year, which is 44 degrees. So making up to the low 50s, certainly warmer than where we should be for this time of the year. Here's a live look at the Eisenhower Johnson tunnels. This is actually Loveland Pass. This is I-70 just at the tunnels and Loveland ski area. Traffic moving along just fine. We are seeing some flakes flying in the lens, so again, light snowfall. We've been talking about this storm system moving into the mountains over the last couple of days, already making its way over the high country, and we're already seeing the flakes flying again. Not a lot of moisture associated with this storm system, but again, enough to bring us some light snowfall in the high country. Here's a live look out over Denver, finally getting a few more clouds in the mix, and you'll notice the shaking camera. We've been talking about the impactful weather for the metro area and the I-25 corridor, as well as west of the city, closer to the foothills, into the foothills and the peaks of the mountains. That will be those winds certainly picking up as we head into the afternoon and evening hours, into the overnight hours. So it is going to be windy, peaking this evening and overnight in the mountains, the foothills, and of course those wind-prone portions of the mainly western urban corridor. And we're talking about the light mountain snow this afternoon. Minor travel impacts at this point, it looks like. We're not ruling out travel impacts up in the high country, but those should be minor at this point, with the snowfall again between about a trace to 2 inches, and then at some of the pass levels we could get a few inches, maybe 2 to 4 inches at some of those higher passes. Your weather headlines, again, well, it was cooler today, but actually, again, warming up, even though some areas across the plains are cooler, topping out in the 40s. Here in the metro area, just a little bit warmer than other areas, but for the most part, cooler temperatures on average across the plains for today. Mountain snow moving in, and Denver, we are looking dry through at least Tuesday night, with just a chance for some isolated sprinkles in the forecast for this afternoon and evening around the metro area. Across the plains, but again, very isolated, and it doesn't look like any impact with those showers whatsoever. Right now at DIA, we're at 51 degrees, so that is so far the warmest we've gotten through the day. 51 in Denver, 42 in Greeley, 45 in Lyman, 49 degrees in Pueblo. We're at 31 right now in Lamar, and temperatures in the high country in the 20s and 30s. We're going to probably top out in the 20s and 30s in the mountains, mainly 40s across the plains. Partly cloudy. Again, we already beat our forecast high of 50 degrees by reaching 51, which is where we are now. But again, the majority of the central and northern plains in the 40s right now, although the southern plains, Hunter, Trinidad, Springfield, also in the 50s on this afternoon. Taking a live look at our radar. And you can see not a lot of cloud coverage along the I-25 corridor, but those clouds, that storm system, the snow scattered in nature, light snow moving in over the high country, and that does include the I-70 corridor, making its way down closer to the foothills. Now you get those snowflakes plus the strong winds in the foothills and the higher elevations, and that will create some situations of blowing snow, but again, not expecting too many travel impacts at this point. As we head into the 3:30, 4 o'clock hour, we continue to see those scattered snow showers over the high country, possibly an isolated shower down at the lower elevations as well. So again, light mountain snow, 1 to 4 inches at or above pass level possible. But again, not expecting much impact with this snowstorm on travel. But you know, as we head, here's a zoomed in look at the metro area. I'm going to take this back a little bit. And again, possibly some light rain showers, maybe some sprinkles popping up here and there across the plains as this moisture moves to the east And again, we may see a little bit of that in the form of a wintry mix, but widely scattered, very isolated in nature as the light snowfall continues in the high country, but moves out overnight. And we are waking up to just a few clouds tomorrow. Temperatures, though, warming nicely into the mid-50s. As for how much snow we're talking about, we've been watching these numbers go down, actually, over the last 24 hours. What was over an inch in Vail, now down to less than an inch. Same goes for Winter Park and Steamboat Springs. Telluride still showing potential of 2 inches there, but for the most part, again, we've been watching this storm track kind of diminish in its moisture over the last couple of days. The winds, though, they're still looking to be pretty strong. We saw that shaking camera earlier, and not too bad over the DIA, but closer to Golden, Evergreen, Bailey, even Boulder. We're talking about potential 30-plus mile-per-hour wind gusts, as you can see there. 50 to 60 plus mile per hour wind gusts in the usual spots: Nederland, Allens Park, Estes Park, for those wind gusts and strength as we head into the evening hours and overnight. We're going to see some of those really strong winds. And again, you factor in a little bit of blowing snow, or factor in a little bit of snow, and we could get some blowing snow as well. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, 56 degrees, 40s and 50s across the plains, 30s, 40s in the mountains for tomorrow. And here's a look at that 7-day forecast. So tomorrow, warm, 56, 54 on Sunday. And we put breezy in there because it's another system moving in, and that's going to kick up those winds again. So we're getting a little bit of break in the winds tomorrow, much calmer winds. Sunday evening, those winds are going to pick up once again as the system brings snow to the high country into Monday morning. A little bit cooler as well Monday, with highs topping out in the upper 40s. Tuesday's looking nice, lots of sunshine. We're going to make it up into the low 50s once again. Then we have a third system moving in, and that is going to bring us a chance for some isolated showers in the form of snow, isolated snow showers overnight into Wednesday, as those overnight lows drop down to about 25 degrees. Wednesday we clear out, so it's going to be cold behind that front that moves through, so it's going to leave behind some colder air, especially if we get a little bit of that snow falling. Certainly going to see some snow falling up in the high country, and again, chance for some isolated snow showers down at the lower elevations Tuesday into Wednesday. Temperatures topping out right around 46 on Wednesday, and then we have a ridge building of high pressure setting up and going to stick around for the last half of the week into the weekend, where temperatures are going to warm up nicely, close to 60 degrees on Thursday, mostly sunny skies. Now, there's a look at your 7-day forecast, and just give you one more look at your Broncos forecast for this Sunday. Broncos taking on the Colts. It is going to be a beautiful afternoon for some football. Kickoff 55 degrees, mostly sunny skies. We've got lots of sunshine as we head into the halftime. 53, 47 degrees by fourth quarter. That is a quick look at your weather on this Friday afternoon. Thanks so much for joining us here on 9 News Plus. I'm 9 News Weather Impact Team meteorologist Keely Chalmers. Have a great afternoon and a safe weekend.